Lovely. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Debbie getting in here early. Appreciate you. What's going on? Happy Sunday. Hopefully get a big Colts win today. Be massive. Be able to get a win today. Massive. Against the Lions. They go to 6-6. That would be a massive win. Interesting. Yeah, I honestly think this could be I think this could be a really interesting game. Right, because the Lions generally start a little slower. They're really good, after the first quarter. But in the first quarter, we have a chance to jump on top of them. If we're able to do that and we can get up early and if we can keep them there for a little while, I mean, kind of like last week, right, where, most of the first half defense was 3-and-out. You don't expect that against the Lions. But, most of the first half, being able to shut them out. I think if the defense can do that and we can get up, 10, 17 points on the board, it's at some point in the first half we have a chance. But it's the Lions and anything's possible. So, again, really just hoping for a great game. At the end of the day, I understand the situation. Okay, I'm not oblivious. I understand the situation. So, I'm really just hoping for a good game by the end of this thing. Manifest positive vibes. That's right. Exactly. What's going on, man? Easton, Sco, Jason. Appreciate you guys stopping in. Anybody else that happens to be in here, appreciate y'all hopping in here. Game going to be starting here in about 15 minutes or so. Looks like we're playing on Fox today. Got the broadcast on. Looks like we're playing on Fox. That's pretty cool. A little change up. Usually playing at the CBS game, my local game, because I'm down here in Florida, is Dolphins Patriots. I was thinking about having my laptop turned on and having that game, but that one just didn't draw me in. I don't know what it is about that game. It just really just didn't draw me in. So won't be watching that one. Going to be eyes and ears fully on this Lions Colts game. As always, going to have updates from the other games as we go through this thing. Some interesting matchups today. We got Chiefs-Panthers, which obviously not a very interesting game. Vikings-Bears, I think earlier in the season would have been an interesting game. I didn't know the Vikings were still 8-2. I thought they had lost 3 or 4 games at this point. So yeah, big games for both of those teams today. Sam Darnold obviously looking to keep things going for the Vikings, so that actually is kind of an interesting game today. And then where's that one play? I think they're at the Bears, I'm pretty sure. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, they're at Chicago there. Titans and Texans play each other today. Just the off chance that we're able to beat the Lions, it'd be real nice to see the Titans beat the Texans, right? We kind of messed up our chance. 2 weeks that Houston lost, we lost also. Like, we had a chance to take the lead in the division and couldn't get it done with Joe Flacco as quarterback and with everything that was going on. So hopefully there's more opportunity, but again, winning the division, kind of a long shot. But nonetheless, would be nice to see the Texans lose. Patriots-Dolphins, again, who really cares? Buccaneers-Giants, and obviously Daniel Jones no longer a Giant, so going to be really interesting to see how they look with Tommy DeVito. That team really just not constructed well. Don't expect the 2-8 football team to get much better, even though I believe they're getting Kayvon Thibodeau back. I just don't know if it's really going to matter, especially against a Buccaneers team who's getting Mike Evans back. And as good as they've looked at different times. So I think that could be an interesting game to watch. Most likely, probably a Buccaneers blowout is likely. It is in New Jersey, so I guess that Giants got that going for them. But then Cowboys, Commanders, that one really only interesting because it involves the Cowboys. Cowboys, very good chance they get blown out by the Commanders, who are 7-4 on the season. Jaden Daniels and the Commanders kind of cooled off here after over these last few weeks, but nonetheless, still winning records, still in that playoff picture, and expected to dominate the Cowboys. I think it's like a 10.5 point spread for that game too. And I think that's the last one for the 1 o'clock games. And then after our game, our choices are going to be Broncos, Raiders. Which, why would we watch that? I guess for Bo Nix, I was a Bo Nix fan coming in. Thought he was going to be good. Gardner going to be starting for the Raiders, so maybe that does draw some people in. But the game probably of the day, probably should have been the game of the day, which I guess really isn't anymore because of all the injuries to the 49ers. But Packers, 49ers should have been a good game. Packers probably should handle that game pretty easily, in my opinion. Cardinals, Seahawks, that's going to be interesting. The NFC West, very tight this year, so that's a mess. I think the Cardinals are number 1 in the AFC West at 6-4. Seahawks are 5-5. So, I mean, they're right behind them. Rams are 5-5, and Niners are 5-5. So, that's kind of a massive game today in terms of the NFC West and what could happen down the line. Cardinals, Seahawks, 4:25. Then the Sunday night game, Eagles at Rams. That's going to be a really good game. That one is one that I want to make sure I have my eyes on. Definitely going to have Peacock on no matter what I'm doing. I'm going to have it on in the background if I have to, just so I can look over and see what's happening. Eagles, Rams should be a good game. And then Monday Night Football, Ravens, Chargers tomorrow. Should be a good game. I think that should be a really good game. 7-3, 7-4. Two of the best teams in the AFC this year, right? And Harbaugh against Harbaugh. So right there on Monday Night Football. Love how the schedule makers put that one there for us later in the year. And that should be a good game. But we have our own thing to worry about right now. Colts-Lions, 9-1 Lions coming to town. And I know Derek with Lions Syndicate, he will not be streaming the game today because he's at the game. He's at the game in Indy. Of course, I live in Florida. Can't be there. Would have been pretty cool if I was able to be there and, being able to, actually meet Derek in person would have been sweet. But nonetheless, he's in Indy. Hopefully we can get a Colts win so that he's not going out celebrating in Indy after a big Detroit win. So ideally, I get some bragging rights here. But if the Lions really put it on us, he's going to be talking for a long time because it's not very often we play the Lions. So, this is a pretty big matchup for a lot of different reasons here. So, need the Colts to come out and get a W. JT jersey, that's a jersey that I'd like to get at some point, a Jonathan Taylor jersey. For sure. Still didn't sleep after the Bills game. Yeah, I feel that. But that's all right because we got Anthony Richardson. He's coming back. He looked like the real deal. Team seems like they're taking accountability. Everything that's been said, what we saw last week for 3 of the 4 quarters, of course, and we need to play a 4-quarter game at some point. But saw a lot of improvements from all 3 phases last week. And, of course, it's the Jets who are a 3-win football team. So, of course, there's always going to be that argument. But it's kind of cliche, but, hey, it's the NFL, man. The NFL is the NFL. Even the bad football teams have talent, right? Jaguars put up 37 points on us against down there in Jacksonville. So every team has a little bit of talent. Every team is capable. And maybe we can shock the world against Detroit in Indy this time. The last time we played Detroit, I think we put up like 40 points. It was in 2020, the Phillip Rivers year. Nyheim Hines, I believe, had 2 touchdowns in that game. That's where he did the crazy like backflip somersault type deal after he scored. And hopefully we fare the same this time around. I expect a lot of points to be scored. I think this is a game that should hit the over. Right, and then like for us, it's really going to come down to third down. Coming into it, I was thinking it's really going to come down to third down. And then I was watching one of the Lions Syndicate's videos about this matchup coming up, and some of the graphics that were shown were it was disrespectful. That video was a violation. I said that in the comments. I meant it. That video was a violation. But nonetheless, coming into this game, third down, the Lions are the best defense in the league in terms of third down percentage. And that's where we've really seen this offense struggle. No matter who the quarterback is, we've really seen that's where this offense struggles, to consistently be able to keep drives alive and convert those third downs. So that's really going to be the big thing for us today. Like, can we early and often convert third downs, or is it going to be a problem early and often? That's really what we're going to be looking at in this game. That could be a huge deciding factor in what ends up happening. Now, obviously, last week, we start good. Offense starts, pretty well, converting some third downs, and then in second and third quarter really wasn't converting a whole lot of third downs there. So we really weren't putting up a bunch of points. And then you get into the fourth quarter and we start converting even the third and longs. We started converting those third downs when it mattered the most, which really goes back to a video we had earlier in the week, right? Anthony and his stats in the fourth quarter over his career. Like, through anything you want to say about Anthony, you look at the stats just in the fourth quarter in his career. And boy, tell you what, having somebody that plays the way he plays when it matters most, when you need it the most, he's going to give you the play. You can depend on him to give you the plays it takes to get yourself back in a game. And that's a great sign, right? Of course, it's the full game stuff, and it's everything else, all the small details that he really needs to refine to become, the complete quarterback. But again, what we saw last week, even against the Jets, I was really pleased with what I saw last week from Anthony, and it should pay dividends as we continue to go forward. Hey, Dad in here. What's up, man? Yep, out here get a dub. J.A. in here. Daniel. Appreciate you guys stopping by. What's going on? Nice. Hell yeah. Yeah, you'll probably be, a little bit ahead of me. And by a little bit, probably about a minute. Probably about a minute in real time. So, yeah, just fair warning. But yeah, I appreciate you. Hell yeah, man. Let's be aggressive today. Yeah, well, yeah, Gus needing to let the defense be aggressive is every week. Every week we say same thing. Need him to just let the dogs off the leash. Like, that's been the analogy I've used, and that's the analogy I stick with. Like, at some point, you got to let these guys go hunt. Right? Take them off the leash, let them go hunt, let them do their thing. That's just not what Gus does. Gus has one of the most predictable defenses in the league. That hasn't changed this year. If you see the graphs, you see the charts, it just hasn't changed. And that's just what it is at this point, which is why I hope we go with a different defensive coordinator, because we've seen the defense have great moments, right? In time, like last week, it was like the 6 first possessions of the game for the Jets, 3 and out. There was one turnover on downs, but it was a 4 and out, 3 and out. We're like, defense at times plays incredible, then at different times it's just like they can't stop anything. It's really a consistency issue, which is guys on the field and preparing the right way, putting the work in, preparing the right way, which is what Kenny was talking about. That could definitely be part of it. But, running a predictable defense has its issues. So, I've gotten to a point where it's like it's not all bad when it comes to Gus Bradley. Like the defense isn't terrible. Numbers suggest otherwise. Certain metrics and numbers that you look at. But we see it, man. Like if you watch it, you just see sometimes we dominate teams on the defensive side of the football, and then all of a sudden we just like the defense just forgets how to play football. It's weird how our defense works, to be completely honest with you. But I have seen the promise, but I do want somebody different, right? And of course, with Robert Saleh out there, like how do you not be like, hey, let's go get Robert Saleh? We've seen what happened to the Jets defense since Saleh left, right? And I don't even think Saleh was calling plays. I might be wrong there. I don't even think Saleh was calling plays. I think he was just heavily involved in the defensive game plan because he's a head coach and former defensive coordinator, really good defensive coordinator. A lot of talent on the defensive side of the football, and their numbers since Saleh left have gone way down. So I'm just saying that's what I hope happens. And, of course, in the offseason, we'll definitely be talking more about that, especially if we don't make the playoffs. And the changes that are going to need to be made, we'll definitely talk more about that topic as we go.
How do you balance the patience with the desire to execute early in this game?
Really just understanding what the defense is giving you, understanding that, you got to take what they give you, but when they slip up and make a mistake, you got to be ready to capitalize.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Jonathan. Best of luck to you. Thank you. Kenny, back to you.
Thanks, Megan.
I think we're starting with the ball. Boy, oh boy, here we go. We are starting with the ball. Lions with the kickoff. Best team in football in Indy. This is going to be a touchback to start this game. Come on, Anthony. Show the world that they're wrong, man. Everybody's still talking. Well, not everybody. There's still some doubters out there. Oh, it's the Jets. Everybody's talking, oh, he played well against the Jets. It's the Jets. Yeah. We'll see. Come on, baby. All right. Coming out of the Indiana Knights jerseys. Going to be 1st and 10 with AR at quarterback. From the 30-yard line, empty set. Jonathan Taylor split out wide, but 4 wide receivers dropping back, getting the ball out quickly to Josh Downs. This one going for 8.5, 9 yards here on first down. Going to make it 2nd and 1. Great play call there. Just getting the ball out quickly for Anthony Richardson. Putting the ball in a great spot for Josh Downs to be able to bring that in, turn a little bit, getting 9 yards. Setting up for 2nd and 1. Looks like we're coming out in shotgun. Jonathan Taylor in the backfield next to Anthony here on 2nd down. 2 tight ends on the field. This option play. Anthony keeps it, goes up the middle. Anthony up to the 50-yard line. Let's go. Anthony with a gain of about 12. What's that, 11, 12, something in that range. About a gain of 11, I think. An option play looked like it was going to Jonathan Taylor to the outside. Anthony keeps it, goes up the middle. Easy first down pickup. Gets up to the 50. Now it's 1st and 10. Should be right at the 50-yard line. Looks like we're in the pistol formation. We are in the pistol. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers on the field. This handoff to Jonathan Taylor to the left. Jonathan Taylor bounces his way forward, tries to explode through the hole, bounces up for about 3 yards here. Let's go, baby. Just keep moving the rock down the field. Not every play needs to be a chunk play. 3-yard gains are okay. You get 4 of them, you get a first down. Oh, they're calling a 2nd and 8 from the 49-yard line, Lions side of the field. A direct snap to Josh Downs going around the outside. First down, Josh Downs. What a play call. Josh Downs came around. They were in shotgun. Josh Downs came in motion. The ball was snapped as Josh Downs was coming. So Josh Downs took the snap instead of Anthony pitching it forward. I believe it was just a direct snap to Josh Downs as he was in motion, and he just took it all the way to the outside, gets up and goes past the first down marker by a yard here, gets it to a 1st and 10 as we're coming up on 12 and a half minutes to go here in this first quarter. Now at the 39-yard line, coming out in shotgun, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers on the field. This, an option play, a pitch out to Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor takes this one, smashes into somebody, gets tackled after about 8 yards. Going to set up for 2nd and 2. This was a speed option to the right. It was one where Anthony, if the defenders choose to try to play JT there, Anthony would have been able to cut inside. But they decided to play Anthony. He had the pitch right there to Jonathan Taylor. Like, it looked like a college play, right? But it works. It gets up for 9 yards. They're calling this 2nd and 1. Great play calling. Great drive so far. Coming out in the pistol formation here on 2nd and 1. And we have a handoff here. Jonathan Taylor making it cut. Jonathan Taylor pushing his way for the first down. Looked like it was more 2nd and 2 right there. Or maybe just a really long one. But Jonathan Taylor coming up just short. So it's going to be 3rd and 1, maybe third and a foot, 3rd and 2 feet. Not much to go here on 3rd down. But I believe this is the Colts' first 3rd down of the game. And this is what we were just talking about. You got to be able to convert 3rd down. Looks like we're in the shotgun formation. We are. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers on the field. A direct snap. Anthony Richardson up to the 20. Anthony Richardson 15. Anthony Richardson tackled at the 13-yard line. Great job right up the middle. A direct snap to Anthony Richardson. Quarterback draw up the middle. Holy cow, what a play call. 3rd and 1 from the 30-yard line. And Anthony gets about 17 out of that. Incredible job. Incredible play call. Hard tackle. Jack Campbell tackles him into the ground right there, but Anthony bounces right back up. Love to see it. 1st and 10 here for the Colts. Just crossed under 10 and a half minutes to go. Empty set here. Jonathan Taylor coming back. Anthony, another direct snap, taking it to the outside. Anthony up. Boom. Anthony going to create 2nd and 2 here. Let's go, Anthony. Yes. Popping up. Look like he just a little tired. He is running a lot right now. Takes this one to the outside. Great blocking by Kylan Granson on the outside. Anthony gets 9 more yards. 3 carries, 36 yards already. Has a 2nd and 1 right here. Great drive. Let's punch this in, baby. Sitting here at the 4-yard line now. In shotgun, Anthony, handoff to Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor tries to take one to the right side, and they're all over Jonathan Taylor. I think because Anthony showed he was tired, they really didn't even worry about him keeping that one. But I honestly think if they were to replay that, Taylor or Richardson may have needed to keep that. Nonetheless, here, going to be 3rd and 1, so we can get a first down here without having to score a touchdown. We can get another set of downs. Sitting here at the 4-yard line, coming out in shotgun, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. This one, Anthony keeps it. Anthony throws it out of the back of the end zone. This one, a busted play. Looked like it was a play action. They were hoping to get Anthony either trying to get him to. Ooh, there's a flag on the play. What do we got? What do we got? 9:01 to go here in the first quarter. Just waiting the call here from the officials. An eligible receiver downfield. And they are going to accept that penalty. We're going to get a third down here instead of 4th and a long one. They're going to give us third down. That's what I was wondering. That last play ended up being an RPO. Anthony was trying to run to the outside on that one. They were all over it. He tried to just throw it away with Ogletree covered. It wasn't there. But now 3rd and 6 from the 9-yard line. Got to get to the 2-yard line for a first down. Coming out in shotgun, dropping back is Richardson. AR throws this one out. Everybody covered. Just makes a good decision to get this one out of his hands. Going to create 4th and 6. Anthony mad at somebody. Interesting. I'd love to know Anthony very upset. After that, I'd love to see or know what it is he's frustrated about. I'm sure we'll learn about that later. 27-yard field goal attempt here. Great drive. Ends in disappointment after a penalty. Matt Gay up. Matt Gay, it is good from 27 yards. Colts up 3-0 after a first drive. 8:53 to go. Not the way you want to end. Such a promising drive. Getting a penalty there. Man, when you could have you got John, just keep running the ball, man. You could have gotten a first down there. You could have gone for it on 4th down from that position. Just hand it to Jonathan Taylor, man. Just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Trust your guys. Hand it to Jonathan Taylor. Get behind. And that was my problem with a couple of those play calls. We're running to the right side when we're getting near the goal line. Why are we not running right behind Quentin Nelson to try to get into the end zone? Right? Am I crazy? So, good play calling up until we got to inside the 5-yard line. Illegal man downfield ends up hurting us, but we still get 3 points on him. Reduce the chances of being terrible, but they also reduce the chance of being great. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, Mamba, what J.A. said. That's, yeah, what J.A. said. Hey, Chris showing up. What's up, man? Appreciate you stopping in. Hey, I know some people don't like the Indiana Knights uniforms. I wish, I like the helmets. I would have done it differently. I do like the helmets. I like the jerseys, but when I thought we were going to go with an actual black and blue whole jersey combination, not what they came out with. That was my problem with it. I do think the jerseys look nice. I really enjoy the helmets. I hope to get one of these black helmets at some point. As Matt Gay kicks it off, this one going to the back of the end zone. But, yeah. I don't know. I enjoy these uniforms. Oh, yeah. I can't believe Bama lost, man. That really opened the door for Indiana to stay in even after they got blown out. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. But 1st and 10 here for the Lions. their first offensive drive in this game. Let's see what our defense can do here. Coming out in the shotgun. Handoff here. David Montgomery on first down. Samuel Womack coming in from the corner position, helping DeForest Buckner take him down after 2 yards. Going to create 2nd and 8. Great player. Samuel Womack jumped right on top of that. Powerhouse offense we're going up against today for the Lions. Let's see how our defense can match up throughout the day. Coming out here 2nd and 8. Under 8.5 minutes to go. Coming out with 4 wide receivers and a running back and shotgun. This one a screen to Sam Laporta. And this, who's that? DeForest Buckner? DeForest Buckner getting out in space and getting the tackle on that screen pass. They had Sam Laporta kind of lined up a little out wide. DeForest Buckner getting out there quick, making it 3rd down here in a couple of yards. Can't see exactly. I think it's 3 yards or so, 2 yards. Dropping back is Goff. Goff gets this one out. Quick pass. Ooh, right at the sticks. I think that's going to be a 1st down. Zaire Franklin gets the tackle on Jamison Williams, but not before he's able to get a 1st down. It was 2nd and a long 2, almost, or 3rd and almost 3 there. Able to pick up the 1st down right at the sticks. They went in a bit of a hurry-up offense to pick that up as we cross under 7.5 minutes to go. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Now under center with 3 wide receivers and a tight end. Dropping back on play action. Goff gets the ball out to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Gets the ball for another 1st down. This one goes for right around 13, 15 yards here. Replaying it here. Amon-Ra just a quick in. Knowing where the spots in the zones are going to be, and Jared Goff drops it right in the middle of the field. It's exactly what he's been doing all season long. So here we have under center, big formation. This one they're going to hand it off and swarm all over David Montgomery. I think that might have been Jalen Jones who came in from the corner position to help Zaire Franklin. That was a big hit there. Going to be 2nd and 9. Only picks up a yard as we come up to 6.5 minutes to go. See what we can do here. See if we can halt this drive, force them into a 3rd down. They come out in shotgun with 3 wide receivers on the field. This one, another handoff. This one going to the outside for David Montgomery, and he gets tripped up by E.J. Speed. Man, it looked like there was some green grass, and E.J. comes out of nowhere, dives for the ankles of David Montgomery and saves it. Makes this a 3rd down. Going to be 3rd and short instead of 3rd and long like we were hoping. Just crossed under 6 minutes to go. We have not allowed an opening drive touchdown all season long. 3rd and 3 here. Let's see if we can stop this drive. Massive play in this game. Coming out in shotgun, 3 wide receivers and a tight end. We have a bunch of people in the box. Jared Goff dropping back. Jared Goff looking. Jared Goff off his spot. DeForest Buckner with the sack, chasing him down and gets the sack. Huge play to stop the Lions once again. No opening drive touchdowns for the Colts. Colts defense shutting it down. This one pushing him back. Where did he go down? It was right around the 45-yard line, and they just showed the coverage we had. Everybody was covered up. Defensive line keeps Goff in his spot, and DeForest Buckner chases Goff down, gets the sack. Massive play, baby. From the 46-yard line is where the ball is now on 4th and 12. Jack Fox kicking this ball from the 43-yard line. This one getting caught. Josh Downs at the 10-yard line. Josh Downs trying to make people miss, but gets his ankle caught and goes down at the 10. Going to be starting a little backed up. We have 90 yards to go for a touchdown, but defense coming out with a massive stop, and DeForest Buckner getting the sack. Let's go, man. Goff took a dive, so DB wouldn't smash him. I didn't even see that. Yeah, that's the old Peyton Manning move, right? Once you're, turn around so many times in the pocket, you just feel like the next time you turn around, you're about to get your head taken off. So, hey, let me just fall to the ground. That's what that looked like. Yeah, exactly. Buckner was, again, if he turned around, Buckner was smashing him. Yeah. Oh, DB is DeForest Buckner. You're not saying defensive back. You're saying DeForest Buckner. I gotcha. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's go check on other games in the NFL. See what we got cooking here. Chiefs up 7-3 on the Panthers. I believe they just scored, or they're in the red zone again. Either one wouldn't surprise me, really. If they were about to be up 14-3, wouldn't surprise me. Bears-Vikings 0-0. Texans are up on the Titans 7-3. Patriots-Dolphins 0-0. Who would have guessed? Buccaneers-Giants 7-0 Buccaneers. That one's pretty predictable. Commanders. Man, that game going pretty slow right now. They're at 9:01 in the first quarter still. That game 3-0, Commanders on top. Boy, I bet that's a fun game to watch. I feel like we might have the best game to watch here in this early window. I assume we're probably on most people's Fox, right? Like, for people that aren't playing, we're probably on most people's Fox game, I would assume. The national game. Because of the Lions. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 10. Coming out in pistol. Looks like 3 tight ends altogether. Ashton Doolin is the wide receiver on the field. Here, handoff to Jonathan Taylor, going to the right side, trying to bounce around some guys, makes something out of nothing, gets about 3 yards here. Oh, they're calling it 2 yards, going to be 2nd and 8. I don't know. I think the graphic they've been putting up, I feel like, has been wrong a couple times. That looked like about a 3-yard gain. Guess we'll see when they get to the line of scrimmage. But we're coming up on 4 minutes to go. Clock continues to run after that run place. Again, 2nd and 8, 2nd and 7, somewhere in there. It looks like we're coming out in the pistol formation once again. 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. This is a play action. Anthony looking downfield. Anthony throwing downfield. Alec Pierce wide open, and he dove for it. It was just off his fingertips. Alec Pierce got wide open downfield. Anthony didn't have a clean pocket to throw from. He just tried to throw it off his back foot, and it's just a little too far. It was a touchdown. They just showed a replay. That was a touchdown. Oh. All right, let's get it back here. 3rd and 8, 3:55 to go. Let's get it back. Continue this drive. We'll find Alec again. We'll get our chance. Coming out in shotgun. Anthony dropping back. Anthony getting the ball out quick to Pitt on the crosser. Pitt with the catch and Pitt with the first down at the 20-yard line. Incredible play. Incredible throw by Anthony. Pitt looked really fast right there. The fastest he might have looked in a long time. Running on that crosser. And Anthony hits him perfectly in stride right there. His receiver didn't have to adjust for it, and he just kept running for that first down. Great play to continue this drive. We're sitting here right at the 20-yard line, and pistol again. 3 tight ends on the field, 1 wide receiver, which is Ashton Doolin. This going to be a play action. Anthony looking down the field again. This wide open. Kylan Granson with an incredible catch. A little high, but Kylan Granson was wide open, goes up and gets it in the soft part of the coverage. They're throwing a flag. A late flag shows up. Holding on Andrew Ogletree. Wow. Okay, they just showed the replay. There's really no getting around that one. That was holding. Shooting ourselves in the foot against a great team right now, man. twice on this drive. Come on, 1st and 20. Can't have it. That puts us back at the 10-yard line, right where we started. Coming out in shotgun, 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. This one, handoff, Jonathan Taylor going to the outside on the right. And this one just getting carried basically to the sideline. This one only goes for a yard. And this has been the Lions' MO all year. It is tough to run on the Lions. And right now they're doing an incredible job against Jonathan Taylor. It's going to create 2nd and 19 for the Colts. Just crossed under 2.5 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Coming out in the shotgun, Jonathan Taylor next to him. 3 wide receivers and a tight end on the field. Dropping back is AR. AR lets this one go. Just barely overshoots Josh Downs. Unable to bring that one in. All of a sudden, 3rd and 19. 2:12 to go here in this first quarter. Lions coming after Anthony Richardson right now. Put the heat on him again right there. That deep shot to Pierce, they put the heat on him. He couldn't step into it, just barely missed. And that one again, they putting heat on Anthony Richardson, causes him to throw off his back foot. Once again, 3rd and 19, snapping the ball. We're just going to run it here with Jonathan Taylor. And we're going to get 3 yards here. It's going to make it 4th and 16. We're going to concede this drive. Exactly what I was hoping we wouldn't do was not really go anywhere, right? We got back to the 10-yard line. Now it's like we only gained 3 yards. We're punting backed up, and it's going to be a short field here for the Lions as they start their next drive, which is always bad. When in this situation, this exact situation, how this has gone, Colts always give up a touchdown because the defense is put in a bad spot. So goes Sanchez standing a yard in the end zone, punting this ball from the 3-yard line is where he booted it from. This one traveling all the way back to the 25. Got a man in coverage, gets away from him. Now he's at the 35-yard line, gets up to the 40-yard line on the return. Rigo just out-kicking his coverage. And that there, they're able to get a return, 15, 20 yards right there. Exactly what you did need. Lions starting at the 40-yard line. Yeah, well, I think on that first down call, I think Shane is trying, right? That's part of the Lions' greatness. Like, it looks like we gave up. I think Shane is trying to find ways where we can run the ball. He tried to get the ball to the outside, right when it looked like a formation where he'd run it, inside or run it, to the tackle or something. Something that was going to be designed to be a zone play, and he tries to carry it to the outside and just didn't work out. The Lions are all over it. And then obviously once you get to 3rd and 19, yeah, we did give up at that point. Yeah, I mean, we should definitely be up 7-0. Starting a drive from the 10-yard line is tough. So I won't say like, oh yeah, we definitely should have put points up there. I just wanted us to at least make the Lions' next drive a little more uncomfortable, right? Kind of try to flip the field. At the very least, try to flip the field on the Lions. Starting at the 10 is tough. But we should be up 7-0. We should have scored a touchdown on that first drive. You can't shoot yourself in the foot, man. You just can't shoot yourself in the foot against a great team. See what we got going on here. Dolphins are in the red zone. Chiefs are up 10-3 now. Let's see, anything else change? Nah, nothing else has changed except for the Chiefs putting up a field goal. Everything else exactly the way we had mentioned it before. So far, we've had 9 minutes, 27 seconds Time of possession. We just need to keep that up, right? That's something that something we needed to be better at this year. Getting it done right now. Lions coming out in shotgun from the 40-yard line. 3 wide receivers. Handoff here to Jahmyr Gibbs on first down. Zaire Franklin crashing them. They try to get to the outside on the left side. Zaire Franklin showing no mercy right there. Stopping Jahmyr Gibbs in his track and just driving his legs, forcing him back all the way to the ground, all the way through the whistle. Takes him all the way to the ground. Looked like it was a yard in the backfield. They're still calling it 2nd and 10 here. We are under a minute to go. They're going to have to run this play and then another one, I believe. Yeah, they will have to run another play. Here they're coming out in shotgun. 3 wide receivers, 4 wide receivers, I believe. Maybe one's a tight end. Dropping back is Jared Goff. Jared Goff having to get off his spot. He's on the run. Gets it out to his wide receiver. Wide open at the 45, 40, 35. Tim Patrick wide open in the middle of the field as Jared Goff started to run. And because of the catch and run, they get 27 yards now deep in Colts territory. And what are we doing? We have Latu dropping back. They just showed the replay. Latu was like, drop back into cover. What are we doing? What is Gus doing? Latu in coverage. He could have been setting the edge, bro. We blitzed EJ Speed, so we still only sent 4, which, okay, that was the last play of the first quarter. We sent 4, right? But because Latu didn't come off Jared Goff's left side, but Jared Goff's right side, we had the entire line crashing. He just rolls out a little bit, has space over there because Latu's not there. And he gets the ball out to Tim Patrick. So Latu's back there for no reason. Just in no man's land for no reason. And he could have been the edge threat to keep Jared Goff from rushing that way. That could have been a sack. But instead you have Latu out here for no reason in coverage. Ay. I'll tell you what, man. No one beats themselves like the Colts do, brother. No one beats themselves like the Colts do. Yeah, I mean, Jason, you're not wrong. He definitely should have. But, I just think it's Gus's defense, right? It's his assignment to stay back there in that bubble zone area. Like, that's his assignment. That's what he's supposed to do. And as a rookie, you might see in the future, especially if you have a different defensive coordinator, where he has the option to read that and say, hey, what should I do here? And go. But in Gus's system, everybody is supposed to do their thing. And Gus has talked about that. Everybody is just supposed to do their thing. So, at the end of the day, Latu doesn't really have a choice. He has to do what he's supposed to do. Which is one of the biggest problems with this defense. Just sipping on some water from Winn-Dixie. Nothing special. All right, Lions have scored the most points in the NFL in the second quarter this season. Starting deep in Colts territory at this point. Starting at the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 here under center. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Man in motion, dropping back, play action, throwing downfield. Wide open Sam Laporta, but he overthrows him. Goff misses Sam Laporta wide open in the zone. That was about as open as you could hope a guy would get, and Jared Goff just misses him. Yeah, we just left him. Yeah, Goff just overthrows him. Unfortunately, just a little too far out for Jalen Jones to intercept, but Goff and the Lions coming out. Shotgun formation here. 3 wide receivers and a tight end on the field. Jahmyr Gibbs is the running back. Coming out, handoff here on second down, and this one grabbing them from behind, wrestling them down. This is only going to be a 3-yard gain, going to force 3rd and 7 here for the Lions. Tyquan Lewis back on the field, by the way. Here we go. They're calling it 3rd and 8. Huge 3rd down here. Jared Goff under center. Well, they got 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers on the field here on 3rd and 8 from the 31-yard line. This one going to be a handoff. Jahmyr Gibbs up the middle. Jahmyr Gibbs gets the first down, goes past the 20 up to the 15. Unbelievable. 3rd and 8. They run the ball right up the middle, and we can't stop it. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. So here we are, 1st and 10. Wow, what a play. What a play. 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. Coming out in shotgun, 3 wide receivers and a tight end. Jahmyr Gibbs getting the handoff here on 1st down. Jahmyr Gibbs punching this one forward. Thought he was going to get held up at the line. Gets away from somebody. This one goes up for 4 yards to the 10-yard line. All right. Now it's all about stopping them, forcing them into 3 points here. Or turnover. Turnover will work too, but more realistic, hey, let's force them into a field goal. 2nd and 6. 3 wide receivers and a tight end. Jahmyr Gibbs is the running back. Jared Goff receives a snap, dropping back. Jared Goff gets this ball out wide open near the sticks is Amon-Ra St. Brown. We're just soft coverage, letting him catch. We have guys sitting at the goal line. Amon-Ra catches it at like the 4-yard line, turns, and gets a 1st and goal here. Now they're going hurry up at the 3-yard line. Jared Goff under center. This is going to be a handoff. Jahmyr Gibbs gets stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Oh, my, they're throwing a flag. They're going to call Jalen Jones because he jumped in the pile and he tried to push. As if this isn't football, man. Shoving on. The pile was still standing up. The pile was standing. He was trying to shove it. Okay, I saw the shove. He jumped on top first and then shoved. Yeah, you just can't do that. But this point doesn't matter. 1st and goal from the 1.5-yard line. At this point, we need a miracle for them not to score a touchdown. See what the defense can pull off here. Going to be a handoff. This one going to the outside. Easy touchdown for Jahmyr Gibbs. Lions getting a touchdown here. Story of this game for the Colts right now is just shooting themselves in the foot. Offensively, defensively, Colts just shooting themselves in the foot right now. (6-3) extra point up, extra point right down the middle. 7-3 Lions. 12:07 to go in the second quarter. Now we back after a couple of mistakes on the first couple drives, right? You get the penalty. Still would have been 4th and 1 on that first drive, but even still getting a penalty in that situation when you could have gone for it, picked up a 1st down or scored a touchdown. Instead, you come away with 3 points on that drive. Second drive, more penalties, more self-inflicted mistakes. You just can't do it, right? Obviously, Anthony Richardson with the slide overthrow on Alec Pierce, that would have been another touchdown. You know, as much on the offensive line as Anthony Richardson, right? He couldn't step into that. And he overthrow. And that's Anthony Richardson's MO. When he's throwing off his back foot, he overthrows, just like the throw to Josh Downs on the last drive. Pressure was coming. He couldn't step into it. He throws it off his back foot. He's not even like fading back. He's just like weight on his back foot trying to throw it. But because he's leaning back, trajectory's more up, right? Which makes complete sense when you think about it. But it's just something he has to work through. And offense just give him that split second he needs. It's like both of those passes, if he just gets a half a second longer, quarter of a second longer for him to be able to just step up just a little bit, just step into it, just a little oomph onto it, and those pass, like that pass Alec Pierce is on the money. It's a different ball game right now. Just need to stop shooting ourselves in the foot. Obviously, you got to give Lions credit. They're doing a great job stopping Jonathan Taylor. They're making things very difficult for us. Right? If we could run the ball better on this defense, we don't do that RPO where Jonathan Taylor just gets a for sure carry on 3rd and 1 and we get it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You got to give credit to the Lions. They're playing good. They're one of the best teams in the NFL. But this is where we need to see the talent on our team figure it out. Right? Figure it out. It's time. Can't let the Lions start running away with this one. Here we go. Kickoff. We have a return, and an ill-advised return, getting tackled at the 24-yard line. That's cool. All right, come on. Come on, offense. Starting at the 24-yard line. Going to be 1st and 10. Coming out in the pistol formation. 3 wide receivers and a tight end on the field. Here we're going to have handoff to Jonathan Taylor. Up the middle. Jonathan Taylor pushes this one forward. 1, 2, 3. Should be a 4-yard gain here. Should be 2nd and 6 here for the Colts. Apparently Pittman went and got his shoulder looked at earlier. We have 2nd and 6, 11.5 minutes to go as the clock continues to run. I think we have 3 tight ends on the field right here. This one a keep by Anthony Richardson on an option play, and he tries to get around his blocker. There was space, but he ends up stumbling over somebody's feet, I believe. This one going to be a 3-yard gain, going to set up for 3rd and 3. We're coming up on 11 minutes to go. Clock continues to run here in this second quarter. Big time 3rd down. Got to have it. Keep this drive alive. Let the defense get a breather, and need to keep this drive alive so that we can go score a touchdown. Coming out in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers, a tight end on the field. Jonathan Taylor next to Anthony. Gets it, gets his pass out quick. A.D. Mitchell with a quick catch. A.D. Mitchell, nobody around him. Gets this one up the sideline a little bit. Gets about 10 yards or so. Not sure the exact yardage, but a great pass here to the outside on the out route. Great job by A.D. Mitchell. Thought he was going to turn around and have people near him. So he kind of ran to the sideline. But here we have shotgun. Dropping back is Anthony. Anthony gets the ball out quick once again. This one to Pitt. Pitt getting this one up for about 9 yards. Basically at the sticks. It's going to be 2nd and very short here for the Colts on a good, quick throw. Bears putting up a touchdown, getting up on the Vikings. Unfortunately, not DeAndre Swift. I don't think I started Swift anyways, actually. But, yeah, Pitt making it 2nd and 1, basically 2nd in inches here for the Colts as we just crossed under 10 minutes to go. Coming out in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers and 1 tight end. Jonathan Taylor still in the backfield. Here we're dropping back to pass. Anthony looking all the way downfield. Anthony gets Alec Pierce downfield. Holy cow, down to like the 15-yard line. What a throw on the run to Alec Pierce. Drops it in the breadbasket for Alec Pierce all the way downfield. There's a 40, there's a 30, there's a 20, 15. Alec Pierce all the way down to the 10-yard line. I'm sorry, from the 50 to the 10. What a throw. Anthony, when you give him time, when he can step into it, he throws it on the money. 6 for 9, 87 yards with that completion. Alec Pierce, 1 catch, 40 yards. All of a sudden at the 11-yard line, coming out in shotgun. 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends on the field. Ogletree in the slot. Jonathan Taylor gets the handoff, but Jack Campbell, that's Rodriguez grabbing Jonathan Taylor's ankles right at the line of scrimmage. Once again, Lions, man. I think the best run defense in the league. One of the best run defenses in the league. They've been so good at it all year long. And they're doing an incredible job against Jonathan Taylor. We're having a tough time. Jonathan Taylor, even when he finds space, they just collapse on it. They've been really good, but we're coming out in shotgun. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Pittman's in motion. Dropping back his AR, looking for it. Oh my gosh, Drew Ogletree just dropped a touchdown. It was coming in hot, but Drew Ogletree hit his hands. Drew Ogletree was open, middle of the field. He got in the right spot. It literally bounced off his. It was coming for the numbers. It hit his hands. It was a perfect pass. And Ogletree dropped it, but that's going to go against AR. Man, that was a touchdown. 3rd and 10. A first down if they get just inside the 1-yard line. So essentially having to score a touchdown. Coming out in shotgun. Anthony dropping back. Anthony looking for downs, and this one, it was tight coverage. He kind of just sailed this one out of bounds. Didn't want to chance it. Basically throws this one away. Man. Should be 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, just for different reasons on every drive, just not putting up the points. You're leaving that many points. Like, even if we hit this 29-yard attempt, have 6 points, we've already left 15 points on the field. Matt Gay, kick is up. Kick is right down the middle. 7-6, Lions are up. Man. Can't help but think, that first drive, man. That first drive is a killer. If we just hand the ball to Jonathan Taylor, maybe he picks it up, makes it 1st and goal. Or maybe he scores. Maybe we put up an extra 4 points. Could be 10-7 right now. Man, if we just hit on the pass to Alec Pierce, right? If Anthony just is able to step into it. Alec Pierce all of a sudden has 2 catches for, what would that have been? I've been like an 80-yarder basically. Plus a 4. So you have 2 catches for 120 yards and a touchdown. Then Anthony drops a dime to Alec Pierce, gets him back on the next offensive drive, gets him back with a deep ball. Perfect placement. And then another perfect pass to Andrew Ogletree, and it goes off his hands. Like when I say you can't draw it up any better. I mean, you can't draw it up any better. Right in the numbers, hit him right in the hands. Perfect ball. Perfect decision by Anthony Richardson. perfect execution until the point of the catch. And that, my friends, is why the Colts need a star tight end. Okay. Now it's time for the defense, baby. Let's go. Yeah, you're actually right. The holding on the last drive was Ogletree. Yeah, you're exactly right. So, we lose this game. You could see Will Mallory stop being an inactive and Ogletree being an inactive, and then have Will Mallory in the game. Didn't even think about that. Yeah, honestly, bro, like, come on, man. Got to be better than that. First and 10, under center. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Handoff here on first down for the Lions. David Montgomery makes a man miss. Gets this one up for 8 yards before he's tackled. (1934) Lions started the season 10-0. Let's go. I formation here for the Lions. Don't see that too often, but 3 wide receivers on the field. This fake end around. Jared Goff looking. Nothing for Jared Goff. He checks this one down. It is going to be a first down, but we stopped Tim Patrick before he's able to really start to run with that one. Just crossed 7.5 minutes to go. Lions near midfield already because, that's how the NFL does it now that teams start at the 30-yard line. 1 first down and you're already almost there. At the 48-yard line, Lions from under center. This one a play action screen pass here to the tight end, number 89. I don't even know who that one is. But he takes this one up for about 7-8 yards, something of the sort. Say 2nd and 2 here on the graphic. Coming up on 6.5 minutes to go here in this second quarter. From under center, 3 wide receivers and a tight end. Man in motion, play action here. This one, Jamison Williams in the middle of a zone. A bunch of people around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different Colts in the picture. But there was just a pocket of nobody. Jamison Williams sits in it. Gets an easy completion. Gets this one up into Colts territory. Defense, now we're at the 23.5-yard line. 1st and 10. Under center again are the Lions. This one going to be a handoff on first down. David Montgomery to the right side. David Montgomery takes this one up to about the 20-yard line. About 3.5 yards he's getting there. Come on, defense. Coming up on 5 minutes to go at 5:15 now and counting. 2nd and 7 here for the Lions. Under center once again are the Lions. 20.5-yard line. This one going to be a pitch to the left side to Jahmyr Gibbs. This one going to get cracked as he crosses the 20-yard line. He just got smoked right there and gets pushed back. Quiddy Pay, I think that was Zaire Franklin maybe. Whatever the case, going to make it 3rd and 6. This would be a massive time to stop the Lions here, force a field goal. As we come up on 4.5 minutes to go here in this second quarter. Coming out in shotgun, forcing them out of the under center formations. Coming out in the shotgun. I think they have 3 wide receivers in it and a tight end on the field. Snap. They run the ball here. Dave Montgomery gets this one up for a first down. Unbelievable. And he pushes this one and drags us to the 5-yard line. Unbelievable. When it matters most, the Lions are running the ball on 3rd and long and picking it up, and we can't do anything about it. Not only are they picking it up, they're picking it up and dragging guys. He just broke like 4 tackles. Now at the 6-yard line, under center, once again is Jared Goff. This one going to be a play-action pass. Sam Laporta fell down. Jared Goff has to throw this one away. Going to make 2nd and 10. Sorry, 2nd and goal. Yeah, sorry, they keep messing up on the graphics. 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. 3:40 to go. Now that the clock is stopped, there's 3:40 to go here in this second quarter. Both teams have all 3 timeouts remaining. Coming out in shotgun, 3 wide receivers. Sam Laporta is the tight end. Dave Montgomery is the running back. Jared Goff takes it. Handoff here on 2nd down. Makes a man miss. And Dave Montgomery spins his way into the end zone. Another touchdown for the Lions. We just cannot stop their run game, their power run game. They're just dominating us. All right, well, that's seemingly going to make it 14-6 unless he shanks an extra point, which I don't see coming. It's up, and it's good. It's going to be 14-6. Heading into the half because Lions get the ball after halftime. As long as a kickoff returner doesn't come out of the end zone. Yeah, as long as a kickoff returner doesn't come out of the end zone on a kickoff, he can run out of bounds, and it doesn't matter. It's just a touchback. It's just the rules. I mean, we're lucky to be down 8. I mean, that's fair. And right now, the Lions are lucky to not be down by 7 with us getting the ball back. You know, like that goes both ways. Like we're shooting ourselves in the foot offensively. Just it's the small mistakes on offense, man. The small mistakes are what prove large, and that's the difference between winning football and losing football, right? Like right now, we're just doing it to ourselves. Getting ourselves in a tough spot. Right, penalties will kill you, man. Penalties are essentially turnovers. Right, like so, teams obviously will overcome penalties in different moments, but like I just feel like for the most part, when you're on offense and you have a penalty, it's basically a turnover. When you're on defense and you get a penalty, you just gave up points. At some point, you're going to give up points on that drive, and that's just the way I feel about penalties. Are such a massive part of the game. And right now, we're just not doing a good enough job with it, man. We're just not. All right. Here we go, baby. 3:34 to go. All three timeouts. 1st and 10 for the Colts. 6 for 11, 87 yards. Coming out in the pistol formation. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers on the field. Jonathan Taylor behind Anthony Richardson. This one going to be a handoff to Jonathan Taylor. Bounces to the left. Goes to 40, 45. Bounces all the way up to the 49-yard line. There's a flag. Everything good is ruined. Dalton Tucker. It was the right guard. We didn't even run to the right, bro. I mean, that's hands to the face. It's not holding. Unbelievable, man. It's going to set us up 1st and 20. Clock continues to run. Coming out in the pistol formation, 3 wide receivers and a tight end. Let's get something going, baby. Going to be a play action here. Rolling out to the right. AR throwing downfield. Oh, my gosh. Pittman catches it in traffic and then bounces off of guys. Gets away from guys and gets up to the 50 anyways. Let's go. Ball don't lie. Get back right. Next play. A play action. Throws it in traffic. I mean, this is an incredible throw by Anthony. An incredible tough catch by Pitt. Pitt got hit as he's catching that. An incredible throw by Anthony. And Pittman just runs away from guys. Huge pickup right there. Pitt now with 3 catches, 47 yards. Anthony 7 for 12, 117. 1st and 10 from the 50. 2 tight ends. 3 tight ends and a wide receiver here. And Jonathan Taylor on the handoff. They're all over this once again. Supposed to go to the outside. Somebody missed a blocking assignment somewhere. Goes down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Again, we have all 3 timeouts. We're at the 50-yard line. Going to be 2nd and 10 when we come back from the commercial break. Okay. All right, give me just a minute here. Gonna go dark. Gonna keep my mic on. Just gonna go dark real quick. see what this looks like. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, that's all right. Bro, that's what I was trying to say. Like, Zaire, I almost felt like Zaire took a shot at me because it was the day after I released a video with the thumbnail that said Richardson has arrived. That's literally what it said. The very next day, Zaire goes on his podcast and says, exact quote, AR has not arrived. And I was like, hey, what are we talking about? Since when is it a bad thing to have arrived? When is it a bad thing to be excited about my quarterback? I felt like that was a direct shot at me. Probably not, but I felt like it was. But he looks good, man. When he can set his feet, he's thrown it to the right places. The 2 misses that he's had in this game, he's had a couple of throwaways, but the 2 actual misses that he has in this game, he was unable to step up, and he's throwing off his back foot. Every time he does that, it sails a little higher. It's just the nature of throwing off your back foot. That's why they don't want quarterbacks to do it. All right, here we go, baby. Here we go. 2nd and 10 from the 50-yard line. Coming out in shotgun. AR dropping back. AR throwing this one down the field. Alec Pierce. This one overthrown. Tough coverage right there. AR just seemingly a little overconfident in his abilities, trying to fit that one into a very tight window on the sideline, which makes it an even tighter window. Sets up 3rd and 10, 1:55 to go. Again, all 3 timeouts here for the Colts. Play clock at 10 seconds. Coming out in shotgun. 3 wide receivers. Andrew Ogletree's a tight end. Dropping back to pass. Richardson gets the ball out quickly. This one may have been tipped at the line. Be interested to see what happened there. Interesting. So, I don't know. I'm not really sure what happened on that one. I don't know if it was tipped at the line. I don't know if it was coming in too hot. AD didn't see it coming and it went past him. I'd like to see a replay of that one. Nonetheless, 4th and 10, 1:52 to go. Lions going to get the ball back. They have 3 timeouts. Punt is away. This one going to be fair caught at the 10-yard line, about the 10.5-yard line. $1:45 to go. See if the defense can make something crazy happen. Yeah, ARs look good. And, of course, now with a couple of incompletions there, numbers looking a little different right now. It's 7 of 13. Oh, my gosh, he's just above 50%. And this is the same argument as before, right? Got to help the young man. You got to help him. And he has gotten some help. And Alec Pierce, even on the one that Anthony missed, right? 2 of them are his fault. 2 of them are throwaways. And the other ones, he just needs some help. But one of them, the Alec Pierce deep ball that he missed, Alec tried to help, man. He dove for it. Usually Josh Downs is the only one diving for the ball. But Alec Pierce dove for it. Not full extension. Not Josh Downs type of extension, but nonetheless. Alec Pierce did dive for the ball, just a little too far out in front of him. And, but yeah, just, boy, I got to stop myself from saying it, but it's just the reality. Like, we see how close we are, which I feel like is what we always say, which is really part of the problem. What a lot of people say about Chris Ballard, like, and how it's a problem. That it's the same story all the time. We're always so close. We're always so close. Now that we have Anthony, and Anthony seemingly has taken that step, now we need, whether it's Ballard or somebody else, it's time to build around. You got to build this thing to really win. And building winning habits as a full team and building that culture does take time. I think Steichen will get there, and Anthony and some of the leaders that we have, but it just shows up where the Lions for years have, built the habits to win. It's new for us, and it's showing up right now. We're close. We're just not there, at least at this point in the game, where the Lions are now taking the ball from the 10, dropping back, dumping this one down on first down. This one in the middle of the field to Jamison Williams. Going to be 2nd and 3 here, I believe, for the Lions. Again, they have all 3 timeouts. I think they're huddling right now because they have all 3 timeouts, planning on taking their time here. Hurrying from the huddle, hurrying to the line. 2nd and 2 here for the Lions. This one going to be a handoff here on 2nd down up the middle. Jahmyr Gibbs just doing some patient running. Gets this one up to about the 23-24 yard line. Coming up on a minute to go. Got to expect a timeout coming very shortly. They're taking their time, though. They're getting back to the line. 55 seconds and counting. Jared Goff dropping back. Jared Goff. And Jared Goff rolls away from a sack. Takes a sack. Zaire Franklin comes in. Gets a sack. Are they going to throw a flag on this? No, they're calling the timeout for Lions. Okay, I thought they were going to throw the flag. Jared Goff looked like he was going to run. Zaire Franklin, heat-seeking missile coming in. DeForest Buckner almost got the sack. Latu was getting held, or else that would have been a sack right there, honestly. And it doesn't get called. But then Zaire Franklin comes in, makes sure Jared Goff can't run. 2nd and 11 here. Lions take their first timeout with 46 seconds to go here in this first half. Here we go. 2nd and 11 for the Colts, lining up shotgun. 4 wide receivers on the field for the Lions. Dropping back is Goff. Goff getting the ball out quickly to Laporta, middle of the field. And EJ Speed right on top of him as he catches the ball. Laporta with a good job not dropping that one, but EJ, good job there, making it 3rd and 7. 30 seconds to go. Clock continues to run. Jared Goff dropping back. Jared Goff looking downfield. This one almost intercepted by Samuel Womack. Almost intercepted. Clock stops with 20 seconds. Colts really probably should have taken a timeout. But maybe would have given the Lions an opportunity to figure out how to convert that and try to get a big play. So whatever, we stopped them from scoring. That's great. Lions start the second half with the ball. So being able to stop them is great. We're likely not going to do anything. We have 3 timeouts, but there's 20 seconds by the time we get the ball back here. Likely going to be right around 10 seconds on the play. Josh Downs would have been set up with a return right there too, man. False start on the offense. Just gives us another 5 yards. Hey, that could help us out. Punt is away. Josh Downs catching it at the 20. Fair catch so he doesn't kill time. I think they spotted at the 19. There's 12 seconds to go. Now, of course, ideally, you'd want to get up to about, for Anthony Richardson, you want to get up to probably about in between the 40 and 50-yard line to really have a chance at a Hail Mary here at the end of the half. Completion, which people would count into his stats and would look great. We'll see what happens. See what the Colts decide to do. For all I know, we're just going to come out and run this thing right up the middle and take it to halftime, which I do believe is exactly, we're setting up in victory formation. We're just kneeling this thing out, taking it to half 14-6. Not even going to try. For those that play fantasy, Anthony just took it an extra yard back, just knelt down 2 yards in the backfield instead of 1. So he just gave up 2 yards on a rush, which is nice. I'm pretty sure I started him in one of my fantasy leagues. So Anthony, 7 of 14, 117, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Jared Goff, 10 for 13, 111. So Jared Goff doing what he does, doesn't miss a whole lot of passes. And obviously Anthony, has missed a couple. Had a couple where the team just needs to help him. Had a couple of throwaways. Overall, pretty mid by the entire team here in that first half. Pretty mid. Oh, wow. Washington blocked a kick. Jordan Addison with the touchdown for the Vikings. Nice. Then Jalen Naylor with a touchdown for the Vikings. Wow. Boy, the Bussing with the boys, they're betting. A lot of people probably don't pay attention to them, but yeah, I just thought of them. They took Justin Jefferson anytime touchdown, and it's anybody but Justin Jefferson getting touchdowns in that game. Look like the Buccaneers smacking. Yeah, Giants 17-0, just as we expected. Almost as if Daniel Jones wasn't the problem. I would have guessed that was the case. Wow, Will Levis, Nick Westbrook-Akina. And that's another part of it. Delaney Walker chose him for his anytime touchdown, and he got it. Wow. Wow, Titans-Texans 17-17. That's the game to watch. And, of course, as expected, Dolphins all over the Patriots, 14-0. Love to see it. We play the Patriots next week. It's great to know that Patriots are still buns. 21-0. Yeah, we should come out and dominate the Patriots next week. Even in Foxborough, I don't care. Hopefully the weather's not crazy, but they're sitting here showing different replays and highlighting all the different people coming at the ball where he missed Pierce deep. They came at him with 6 guys. They just showed 3 different plays here where They were coming at AR with 6 guys. Okay, just dropping 5, 6 guys rushing Anthony Richardson, trying to get him off his spot, man. And it's working, right? Again, we should have, at the very least, we should have 13 points. If Andrew Ogletree doesn't drop, like, we should have 21 points. If you really think, yeah, what, we had 3 drives? We should have 3 touchdowns. It's just, I mean, honestly. But the Lions, because of the things that they're doing, because of their game plan, it's worked, right? AR just barely misses on a pass. It's a game changer. Like, literally, that's a game changer, bro. This game could be tied up right now, or we'd be down by a point if we don't miss that pass. All right. Gonna need a big second half, man. Big second half. Listen, generally in the fourth quarter, I feel like is when we play our best football. Oddly enough, first and fourth quarter, we can't let the game get away from us in the third. That's when we generally play our worst football, is the third quarter. We just got to not let it get completely away from us, man. Go check on my fantasy teams. Pretty sure today not going great for me so far. But we shall see. We shall see. Yeah. Oh, I had to start DeAndre Swift. Nice. And Roschon Johnson scored a touchdown. Lovely. Everybody but DeAndre Hopkins and Kareem Hunt scoring touchdowns. I need them to score. I started Alec Pierce. Really needed that deep ball. But it looks like the opportunities, if they're coming at Anthony Richardson with 6 guys, the opportunity for those deep passes are going to be there throughout the game. So we're going to have our chances. It's just a matter of continuing to pick up the pressure. If we can pick up the pressure and give Anthony time, just like on that 40-yard ball to Alec Pierce, they come with pressure. Alec Pierce gets behind the defense, and boom, just like that, we have a deep ball. The opportunities are going to be there as long as they're trying to blitz AR like that. Oh, okay. The person I'm playing in one of my fantasy leagues didn't even worry about their lineup, so that should be a win. If I'd lose that, I should probably retire from fantasy forever. But, yeah, looking at the names on here, yeah. Never mind. I should definitely win. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. As soon as you think you should definitely win in fantasy, you definitely get blown out by 20 somehow. Bruce Irving going nuts for the Buccaneers, man. Come on. I need Jaden Daniels to start going nuts. What are you doing, man? It's the Cowboys. Talk about falling off a cliff. Nico Collins going nutty. 3 catches, 65 and a touchdown. Malik Neighbors. Jeez. Giants are down 23-0 at half. Malik Neighbors has 0, man. Come on. Keenan, I haven't played Keenan Allen a single time this year. I actually put him on the trade block. 16.5 fantasy points right now. I didn't play AR because I didn't know, would we see consistent growth from AR or not, or was it just the Jets? I was unsure. Liked what I saw, but I was unsure. Now I wish I would have played him instead of Jaden Daniels. unfortunate that I'm probably going to lose in that league, but put myself in a good spot. After starting the year rough, I put myself in a good spot so I can afford one. Tough bye week for me. Real tough bye week for me in fantasy. I'm going to go dark real quick. Got to do something. I'll be right back. Microphone staying on. Y'all still with me? Y'all are my people. I see Mike Strong. I don't even know where Mike Strong's playing anymore, brother. I'm not going to lie. Attention to that storyline a while ago, my guy. Will Mallory is a inactive pretty much every week. Him and Anthony Gould have been inactive pretty much every week. Because you have 53 on the active roster, but you only take 46 into a game. You only dress 46 for a game. Never been a big chapstick person. But it is effective. Alright, let's check on the other one. Yeah, man. Just not a good week for me in fantasy. Because, a lot of my fantasy teams, when I do my research, there are certain players that, certain players I'm looking to get. This who I think is going to have a big year. I live and die on that hill. Now, I switch it up a little bit from league to league. Of course, my league's teams aren't all the same. But do have some similarities in different places. So it causes me, when I have a guy do bad in one league, there's, another league or another two leagues that that I'm also going to lose out production on. And, hey, it'll be like that. Looks like we're coming back here. Come on, man. Lions start with the ball. See if our defense can't do something crazy. Let's just get a 3 and out. Let's get a turnover in a short field, something. Get a spark to start this second half. Offense has been able to move the ball. We're able to move the ball. The opportunities are there. We just have to execute. Gotta execute. When the opportunity to score a touchdown is there, we have to score a touchdown. We can't keep putting up field goals. Can't trade field goals for touchdowns with the Lions. Right? They have 2 touchdowns. We have 2 field goals. You can't do it. They're a great team. And it's time to show everybody that we can compete, all right? That first half, it showed. That first half showed why the Lions are a great team and why we just aren't there yet, right? It's those small things that help teams win. And the Lions coming out here to start. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line, under center. Going to be a handoff here to Jahmyr Gibbs to the left. Good job by Dio Dangbo to squeeze that one out to the left. Just continues to push his matchup on the line. Pushes him out. This one might be a 1-yard loss here even. They're calling this a 2-yard loss. 2nd and 12 here. Great job, Dio Dangbo. Grant Stewart came in to help force that one toward the sideline. Just a great job right there. Come on, defense. Coming out in shotgun. 3 wide receivers and a tight end. Jahmyr Gibbs still the running back in the game. This going to be a handoff. Jahmyr Gibbs up the middle. Kwity Paye comes over the line, snatches him. This going to be a 4 or 5 yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 7 or so. All right. Here we go. 3rd down. 3rd down and 7. Going to have a screen pass here to Jahmyr Gibbs. Got blockers in front of him, and he gets a 1st down. Makes some guys miss. Sets up some blocks. Finds a way to get right to the sticks, and then goes out of bounds right at the sticks for a 1st down for the Lions. Man, just a good play by Lions in some sort of wild, I don't know what formation this is. Is this a wishbone formation? Coming out Goff, throwing here, just checks it down to David Montgomery. David Montgomery gets a 1st down, crosses the 50, gets this one up to about the 44, maybe the 43-yard line, depending on where they want to mark this one. Just an easy check down there to Montgomery. Sets up another 1st down here for the Lions, now in Colts territory. From under center, going to be a play action here on 1st down. Checks this one down. David Montgomery once again. Not miss a tackle on the sideline. Going to make this one 2nd and 5, I believe. Call 2nd and 4 is what the graphic says. Coming up on 12 minutes to go here in this 3rd quarter. Lions driving right now. Getting deep into Colts territory. Jahmyr Gibbs, now the running back, under center. This is going to be a play action. Getting hit as he throws. This one incomplete. Julian Blackmon in coverage smacks it away from the wide receiver. DeForest Buckner coming in hitting Jared Goff. Almost said DeForest Buckner hitting DeForest Buckner. DeForest Buckner hitting Jared Goff as he lets that one go. This one to Jamison Williams. Julian Blackmon just smacks it away. Great defense right there all around. Makes this one a 3rd and 4 here for the Lions. Got to stop them. That's where you got to have a stop. Come on, defense. Empty set. Jahmyr Gibbs goes out wide. 3 wide receivers and a tight end on the field. Jared Goff dropping back, looking to get the ball out quickly. Finds it in the middle of the field. Nobody around Tim Patrick. Just an easy first down. We had everything covered in the short part of the field, but Tim Patrick goes up. There's a flag on the play, but Tim Patrick, an easy catch. Illegal use, hands to the face by the defense. It's declined anyways. Boy. It's tough. It's tough. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Coming out under center. 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. Switches to shotgun formation. Jahmyr Gibbs is the running back. Amon-Ra was in motion. He gets the screen pass. Who's that? Latu coming from behind for the tackle there. Going to pick up 8 yards, make it 2nd and 2 here for the Lions. Right around the 15-yard line. So here we have 2nd and 2 here from under center. 3 wide receivers and a tight end. This going to be a play action pass. Checks it down to the tight end, and it's off of Laporta's hands. Can't bring it in. Sets up a 3rd and 2 here for the Lions. You have to imagine the way they've been able to run the ball. Even if they get the 4th down, they're probably going for it. That one, that's actually credit to Latu. That would have been an easy pass, but Latu was in the passing lane, jumping, getting his hands up. I think he even might have barely gotten a fingertip on it. But now it's 3rd and 2 for the Lions. Dropping back is Jared Goff from the shotgun. Defense trying to get, there's a holding on DeForest that doesn't get called. Jared Goff rushes for about a yard. It's going to bring up 4th down. How do they not call the holding on DeForest? DeForest would have had Jared Goff at or behind the line of scrimmage there. Like I said, one way or another, they get the 4th down. They're going for it. Coming up on 10 minutes to go here in this 3rd quarter. It's 4th and 1. Big on big. The Lions have dominated us in this regard all game long. Can we stand tall? From under center, Jared Goff hands this off. Oh, my gosh. We got him in the backfield. We stopped him. Zaire Franklin gets through the line, makes David Montgomery slow down, have to make a cut. Zaire misses, but the defense crashes on him in the backfield. We did it. The defense able to get the stop. That is huge. 14-6. Lions on top. 9:53 to go in the 3rd quarter, and we have a chance. Getting some momentum back on our side, getting some energy back on our side. That is massive. Zaire being the one to do it is poetic justice. If we come away with the win after this play, if we can get the momentum, keep the momentum, and ride away with an upset in this game after that play, Zaire's going to have a whole lot to say on his podcast, and rightfully so. All right, if he's the spark that gave us the energy to go get it done, man. Of course, that's forward thinking. We got to get it done. We got to go tie this thing up before we think about winning this thing. So let's go, man. Yeah. I don't know. I would just rather be in the mindset that, hey, we're going to figure it out. Wow. Apparently the Dolphins outgained the Patriots 209 to -11 in the second quarter of that game. That's outrageous. See what else we got here. Both inactive today against the Broncos. Boy. All right, they're showing the replay here. Zaire Franklin shoots the gap. Dio Dingbo, Grant Stewart, Nick Cross, all right there. Great job by the defense, starting this drive at the 16-yard line, dropping back on first down, getting this one out to Josh Downs quickly on the slant. This one goes for about 6 yards. Calling it 7 at least on the graphic. There's a flag. Are you kidding me? Illegal use of hands to the face by the offense, dude. We just can't help ourselves, man. We can't help ourselves. I mean, they're showing it, yeah. Quentin Nelson literally just ripped his helmet off. Crazy, man. Come on. 1st and 18 for the Colts. 9:46 to go. Now starting this drive from the 8-yard line. Coming out empty set. Jonathan Taylor is split out wide. He could come back in. Michael Pittman Jr. all by himself on the bottom of the screen. Anthony dropping back. Anthony gets the ball out middle of the field to Pittman. Pittman gets a first down, crosses the 30 up to the 33-yard line. Great throw, great route, great job to get away and run away from guys by Pitt right there. Runs a great route right there. Does a great job turning, getting away from the defense, setting us up they're calling it the 32-yard line, coming out in shotgun, 3 wide receivers and a tight end, dropping back, getting the ball out quickly, wide open, Kylan Granson, and he wasn't looking. Kylan Granson just wasn't looking. Like, come on, bro. Turn your head. There's nobody anywhere near him. And he just keeps looking forward. Like, what do you do? Just turn your head, bro. I mean, I guess that's partly on Anthony for throwing the ball to somebody who's not looking, but, like, that's what quarterbacks do. I think he just kind of expected, oh, my gosh, he knows he's wide open. He's going to turn around. So now it's 2nd and 10, 9:05 to go. Coming out in shotgun. 3 wide receivers. Tight end is still Kylan Granson. Dropping back is AR. AR looking. Josh Downs wide open downfield. Great throw by AR. Just floats it in. What a pretty pass. And there's another penalty. Pass interference on Alec Pierce. Showing the replay now. I mean, he just stood still. He even backed up. He just stood there and put his hands out. He didn't do nothing. Are you kidding me? Wow. 2nd and 20. Okay, now the revenge tour needs to continue. Let's go. Screw the 2nd and 20. Let's make it 3rd and short or convert it here. 4 wide receivers on the field. Anthony dropping back. Anthony, a guy at his ankles, gets this out, tries to get it to Josh Downs. Almost does somehow, some way. Almost gets to Josh Downs there. Wouldn't have really done anything, but clock stops. 8:37 to go here in this 3rd quarter. Going to be 3rd and 20. Aleem McNeil. Dalton Tucker has struggled mightily there on the inside. Could see Mark Glowinski get a call up. after this game, if that continues. Here we are in shot field with AR. And here we are once again running on 3rd and 20. Jonathan Taylor making people miss. Jonathan Taylor gets this up, but we're still going to be about 8 yards short of a first down. It almost worked, but it didn't. Now, at least we got some yards so that the Lions aren't going to get the ball at like the 40-yard line, but not what you wanted when the defense gets an incredible stop. We're making plays, man. It's just penalties. This whole game is penalties now. The last one is BS. The last one, terrible penalty on a beautiful ball by AR. Here, Rigo punting this ball away, though. This one getting caught at the 8-yard line. What's the coverage going to do? Gets up to the 20-yard line. We had a couple of guys back there, and we just essentially gave him an alley to run into. He makes one little cut, and then we give up 12 yards. But then we're going to be starting about 8.5 minutes to go, somewhere in that range. And going to be 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Lions when we come back from commercial break, and I will be right back. Okay. Man, I'm not going to lie. Between penalties and drops, and really just, I guess, one drop, I believe. I guess Kylan Granson not being ready for a ball. Anthony Richardson literally is being robbed of a legacy game. Like, we talk about legacy games, and it's almost a meme to talk about legacy games. Bro, if we could just execute better without the penalties in this game, Anthony Richardson is having a legacy game. But it's all those small things. The penalties are adding up. The small things are making a massive difference in this game. Lions 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line is what they're calling it. Coming out in the shotgun. Jared Goff screen pass here to the wide receiver. Jamison Williams getting upfield with a quickness. Jamison Williams gets this up to about the 38-yard line or so. He is, that's a different sort of speed that just happened right there. Boy, he is fast. It's 1st and 10 here for the Lions. Coming up on 7 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Coming out in shotgun, 3 wide receivers and a tight end. Jared Goff dropping back. Jared Goff throwing. This one going to be complete to Monroe St. Brown for a first down on the sideline. Jalen Jones in coverage. Just a simple comeback route toward the sideline. Good throw. Good catch there by Amon-Ra. That's going to be a first down for the Lions. First and 10 for the Lions now at the 48-yard line. Bringing Laporta in as a fullback for the I formation. Play action pass here. Coming around the corner. Latu with the sack. Jared Goff just pitches the ball out. The Lions end up falling on it. Wow. Latu coming through with a huge sack. And they have an offensive lineman down right now. Latu with a massive hit right here. Oh, that is a fumble too. Wow. I thought Goff pitched it. That was a fumble the whole way. Forced fumble by Latu, but David Montgomery very clearly does recover that ball. Oh, it's Taylor Decker that's hurt. Great offensive, great left tackle in the game. Has been for a long time. Taylor Decker down and in pain for the Lions. That is very unfortunate. All right, here we go. 2nd and 13, Lions. 4 wide receivers here. Jared Goff, screen pass here to Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs slips down after about 3 or 4 yards right there. Going to set us up with a 3rd and long here for the defense. Love to see it. Here we go. Huge 3rd and 9 here. Dropping back to pass. Getting the ball out. I mean, nobody around Amon-Ra St. Brown. Gets the ball out about 6-7 yards. Gets forward for a first down. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. Like, how are we making it that much? What are we doing? How's it that easy? So go Lions. Coming out under center, 3 wide receivers on the field. This one, a fake end around. Once again, a screen pass to David Montgomery. Zaire Frank. Oh, missing tackles. We have guys missing tackles. This one gets up to the 25-yard line. Defense just can't figure it out, man. First and 10 for the Lions. 25-yard line. Under center is Jared Goff. 3 wide receivers on the field. This one going to be a handoff. Jahmyr Gibbs. A lot of space for Jahmyr Gibbs. Punches this one up to the 9-yard line with a quickness. Explodes through the middle. Before anybody knows what happens, he's at the 10-yard line. Come on. First and goal. 9-yard line. From under center, this is going to be a play action here for the Lions. This one getting thrown in the dirt. Going to live to see another down. Second and goal here for the Lions. Going to be at 3:10 in the third quarter where the clock is stopped. Taven Bryan, actually the person putting on the heat right there on Jared Goff, of all people. All right. What we're going to do, defense, from under center once again. 3 wide receivers and a tight end on the field. Jared Goff looking to pass. Jared Goff getting the ball out very quickly here to Tim Patrick. Tim Patrick up to the 5-yard line. Going to be third down from the 5-yard line. Just crossed under 3 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Here we go. Third down from the 5-yard line. Coming out in shotgun. 3 wide receivers and a tight end on the field for the Lions. Barely getting the play off. This is going to be a handoff. Jahmyr Gibbs bouncing to the outside. And nobody's out there. We had him in the backfield, but we can't wrangle him up. Jahmyr Gibbs gets around the outside for another touchdown. There's a flag on the field. Probably on the Colts. Called unsportsmanlike conduct after the play on Jahmyr Gibbs. Not sure what that's about. Oh, there was a obvious and very important holding on Grover Stewart, who would have had that tackle at the line of scrimmage if he didn't get held. They just showed the replay, the close-up of that. Grover Stewart very clearly. I mean, I don't know how you missed that hold. Extra point up. It's good. It's 21-6. 50. Time for the offense to go do something, man. Just put some points on the board, okay? Just go put some points on the board. Let's execute offensively, okay? Defense, we knew was going to have a tough day. Let's just execute on offense, come out of this feeling good about ourselves and what we can do to the Patriots next week. All right, so here we have Colts 1st and 10 at the 30, coming out in shotgun. 2 wide receiver, 2 tight end on the field. Jonathan Taylor in the backfield taking this one. This one, Anthony keeps it himself. Anthony tries to bull somebody over. He gets away from a couple of guys. Anthony breaks 3 tackles and gets upfield to about the 45-yard line. What a play by Anthony. Puts his shoulder down into somebody. That was Brian Branch. Went up one-on-one with Brian Branch. Got away from him. Got away from 2 more guys. Gets up for a first down and then some more. Incredible play by AR, baby. Let's go. Let's go. 5. Let's go. Put the team on your back. We're now under 2 minutes, coming up on a minute and a half to go. Under centers, AR. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. This one, flea flicker to Anthony. Anthony gets it, throws the ball downfield, and that one was just all busted. Jonathan Taylor on the pitch back, barely pitched it back, and it hit the ground. Anthony had to go get it. Like, what are we doing? How you mess it up that? Come on, Jonathan. And he's trying to get the ball out quickly because he has to go down and get it and come back up. And ends up not being a great pass to Pitt in the middle of the field. Like, David Montgomery has his pads off, and he's headed back to the locker room. Here you have Richardson in the pistol formation. This one, play action, dropping back, has to check this one down. The pressure is on, nobody open. Throws it in the dirt at Kylan Granson's feet. All right. Big time 3rd down, man. You got to have it. 3rd and 10 here for the Colts. 1:23 to go. Coming out in shotgun. 3 wide receivers and a tight end. Dropping back to pass. Anthony trying to take off. Anthony fumbled. He was able to get it back, but Aleem McNeil does get Anthony Richardson as he's trying to leave the pocket. Nothing open down the field. This one going to be 4th down and 7 or so. Offense on the field, 4th and 8. We're down 21-6. Play clock winding down. We do snap the ball on 4th and 8. Anthony dropping back. Anthony getting away from the rush. There's a flag on the field, likely holding. This one is going to be a first down, but again, it's likely holding and coming back. It is holding on the offense, man. So many positive plays from AR wiped out because of penalty, man. So now we are punting, of course, 4th and 18. Fair catch at the 12-yard line for the Lions. 12 seconds to go here in the third quarter, likely the last play. Coming out in shotgun is Detroit at the 12-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs, the back for the rest of the game. This one going to be blown up at the line of scrimmage. Great penetration, great follow-up by DeForest Buckner, who's at EJ speed, getting in there, making the tackle at the line of scrimmage. Lions going to start 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line. Up 21-6, 15-point lead going into the fourth quarter. And again, Richardson's played well. He just hasn't gotten the help in this game. And penalties have been a massive problem in this game for Anthony Richardson and his stats. And we should be winning this game. If not for penalties, we'd be winning this game. Like, it's crazy that that's the case. Like, literally nothing else other than penalties. We'd be winning this game right now. But Anthony, the stats in the fourth quarter of his career are great. They're great. They're not the best of all time type stats, but they're great. And now we need another vintage AR bring us back time. Right? It needs to happen. Likelihood of that happening against the Lions, probably not high. But boy, it would be sweet. Man. Yeah, that's fair, Daniel. That's fair. Yeah, penalties are crazy. Crazy. I don't think the Lions have been called for a single penalty, And yeah, it does come down to discipline. And things like that, but nonetheless, man. Crazy. Here we go. They're calling it 2nd and 9 here. Lions from under center. This going to be a play action screen pass here to the tight end. He's got the block in front of him. He gets this one up to about the 29-yard line for a first down.
Get that nice completion, get a first down, and now you're seeing screens to everybody. We've seen it to Amon-Ra, St. Brown. We've seen it to both running backs. We've seen the tight ends are getting involved. That's the way to slow down this pass rush when you have the screen game working.
On first down, it's Gibbs. Woo. Gibbs forced back. Brock Ryder made that previous catch. Jared Goff made sure to bring up his name when we chatted with the Lions quarterback. He said Wright gets no credit, but he plays a ton. He's a great teammate.
And he also called him the donkey tight end.
Donkey tight end because they have a formation called donkey. And then he said, well, our head coach Dan Campbell was a donkey tight end as well.
Yeah, and he was like, you played against him, you remember? I was like, yeah, you're kind of right. He was a donkey tight end.
You also played with him. You and Campbell, teammates with the Saints.
That's right, won a Super Bowl. And for those wondering, donkey tight end, it's the tight end that's not really the most athletic. They're really good at blocking, really good in line, but not great on their out routes and their 7 routes and things like that. So Brock Wright, Dan Campbell kind of in the same mold where big guys, they block really well. But Sam Laporta is their pass-catching, dynamic tight end, right? And Dan Campbell was not that. Immediately so, right? He knows. He knew his role.
It is actually a football term.
All right. 3rd and 8 here. Coming out in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers and a tight end. What can the defense get done here? 3rd and 8. Lions dropping back. Gets the pass away. Jalen Jones, great defense. Knocks it away. Going to make it 4th and 8. Clock stops with 13:34. Offense getting the ball back. We have a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance. Let's go, man. No penalties, we would dominate this game. Without penalties, we would have dominated this game. Truly. Oh, we almost there, and we hit the kicker. Unbelievable. Penalty was declined because they got a 60-yard punt. So they just said, screw it. We're up 15. That's how good they feel about beating us right now. That they're not going to take the yards on that. That's crazy. It's disrespectful. All right. And here we have a false start to start this drive. Not us. Not us. Right after I say, oh, we just need to not commit penalties. All right, 1st and 15, starting from the 10-yard line. Coming out in shotgun, dropping back here on 1st down. AR looking all the way downfield, wide open, and Ashton Doolin didn't understand where he was on the field, and he's out of bounds. Yeah, they initially gave it to him, but very clear from the very beginning that he never got both feet in bounds. Going to be 2nd and 15. I mean, what a throw by AR, by the way. I mean, just have the presence of mind to drag the foot, bro. Help your guy out, man. What a throw by AR, dude. That was a dime down the sideline. 2nd and 15 in shotgun again. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. This play action. Looking. Going to get sacked. He just tries to throw it away. Saying it's an incomplete pass, which it is. Really good job by Anthony to not take that sack. Defensive tackle jumps on him. And, he goes for the pump fake. And then as he's going to throw, defensive tackle jumps on him and brings it back down. Instead of going down, he raises back up, gets the ball out, throws it into somebody's arm so it counts as a deflection. Here we have 3rd and 15. Coming out in the shotgun. AR dropping back. AR looking downfield. AR almost threw an interception. Dangerous pass right there. Just trying to make a miracle happen on 3rd and 15. Tries to fit one into Alec Pierce. Really just nothing there. Boy. So it looks like right there, looks like Anthony, he was going to Alec. But it looks like if Anthony has the ability to wait about a half a second more, Josh Downs was about to break open toward the sideline behind Alec Pierce there. But here's the punt. He gathers it. Amon-Ra St. Brown gets it at the 38, gets up to the 45, and he's run out of bounds. Of course, as they're going to break, he says, 7 straight incompletions, as if context matters. Just like the Texans game, right? Coming out of that Texans game, even though I had talked about, possibly sitting AR just to get him to grow up a little bit and to humble him a little bit, I just thought the team around him just doesn't help him enough, man. Like, the numbers say what the numbers say. He's missed 7 completions. Well, go look at what's happening, right? Of course, the most notable thing, it's not like a bunch of them, there's not, a whole bunch of drops, but of course the most notable is the Andrew Ogletree drop, right? So it's all the small things that compound to where, like, hey, can we just help our quarterback out? All the penalties that have wiped away big plays for us. All the great throws that Anthony's making that nobody's going to talk about because penalties wipe those plays out. So in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. Nobody's going to look at all that, which might be what I decided to do this week. I'll go on NFL Pro and dig out all the plays where Anthony is making stuff happen and the team's not helping him. Maybe that's a new video series we'll do since it happens so often. Go through and just find different ways where the team around him just lets him down. It's far too common. I feel like, wide receivers have been better in this game for the most part. Andrew Ogletree, really the drop. Kylan Granson not being ready for a ball when he was wide open. Like, just turn your head. What are you doing? There's, like, literally nobody within, like, 20 yards of any way. Like, please just turn your head. It's like, you know, that's why the Colts need a star tight end. Right? And not even a star tight, just a tight end that can be productive. We just need a guy that can be productive. Would really help this offense and everything. You can't have all the penalties, man. Penalties are killing us. And now the Lions sitting here, 1st and 10, 45-yard line, 12:53 to go here in this fourth quarter. Up 21-6 right now. Jahmyr Gibbs is in. This is a play action. Tyquan Lewis hits Jared Goff as he's throwing, and then Kenny Moore as Jahmyr Gibbs catches. Well, I'm sorry, that's Nick Cross. As soon as Jahmyr Gibbs catches that ball, hitting the backfield, it's going to be 2nd and 14, I believe. Of course, the Lions at this point just want the clock to continue to run. But good job there by the Colts getting them behind the sticks there on 1st down. Tyquan Lewis getting in the action, getting a quarterback's hit. Now they're coming out in shotgun. 2nd and 13, 3 wide receivers. This is a handoff. Jahmyr Gibbs takes it from the middle to the right and then gets stopped after about 4 yards. This is going to set up for about a 3rd and 9 here. Calling it 3rd and 8. Here we are, shotgun now, 3rd and 8 for the Lions. 3 wide receivers and a tight end on the field. Dropping back is Goff. Goff having to get off his spot. He throws it toward the sideline, throws it away. It's going to stop the clock at 11:29. Going to be 4th and 8. Defense on these last couple drives doing their thing and getting the stops that they needed to get. But now we need to see the offense, which has done a good job executing outside of penalties throughout this game. Need the offense to get going without the penalties, please. Without the penalties. Punt is off. Jack Fox. Fair catch here by Downs at the 13-yard line. Down by 15. Can we shock the world? Are we going to crumble? It's a lot of what this drive is about to be. Shock the world, or is it same old, let's shoot ourselves in the foot and mess up our chance? Yeah, technically plenty of time left. Does it feel that way? Not exactly. But we knew this was going to be a challenge, right? Coming into this game against the Lions, we knew this was going to be a challenge. So let's see if we can make something crazy happen. All right, here we go. Starting from the 13-yard line. Got a pitch here to Josh Downs as he was in motion. This one goes up to the 20-yard line. Josh Downs got shoved down on his shoulder. Exactly what I was afraid of. He's hurt. He's down. Went down hard on his shoulder. Got driven to the ground. 2 linebackers come to tackle him. Fell right on that shoulder. Boy. Tell you what. Some injuries you're really just like, man. That's a gut punch. And boy. Losing Downs is quite the gut punch. All right, here we go. Colts, Anthony Richardson, direct snap. Anthony Richardson nowhere to go here on 2nd and 3. Going to lose a yard. Going to make it 3rd and 4. Not sure why we're worrying about doing that. Under 11 minutes to go now. Clock continuing to run. Ashton Doolin, ankle injury. He's out. So now we have shotgun. Anthony was in an empty set. Brings Jonathan Taylor in. 3 wide receivers, a tight end. He's dropping back on 3rd and 3. Anthony trying to move. Gets the ball out. And sails this one over his receiver. Now, it was once again Aleem McNeil. They're calling intentional grounding. He threw like right above his receiver. What? But yeah, Dalton Tucker once again just letting pressure happen. Anthony Richardson just cannot get the time to really do what he wants to do there in the pocket. Dalton Tucker's been getting blown up, which again is we'll probably see Mark Lewinsky in the lineup sooner rather than later. If Bernard Raymond comes back, then we could see Mackin Sabez and at right guard. Maybe he has that versatility to move inside. He's played on the right side. He's played on the left side. So one way or another, Dalton Tucker, it just seems like Dalton Tucker needs some time to develop. He knows what it's about now. Now he needs some time to go back to the lab, work on some things, and develop a little bit. But we have Mark Lewinsky, a veteran in this league, somebody that's been here, that could possibly come in, take over. And we'll see what happens. Of course, I'm sure there will be updates through that situation through the week and what's happening. Or maybe we'll just be surprised when we go into the game, whatever the case is. Dalton Tucker having a tough game, making things harder for AR than they should be. Have a massive punt here from the end zone to the 35. And this one, boom, Amon-Ra St. Brown just took a big hit by Cameron McGrone. And there's another flag, throwing a flag. On what? An eligible receiver downfield on the kick. Kylan Granson, the tight ends. Tight ends have been a problem today, man. Ten minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. Under center. 3 wide receivers and a tight end on the field. This is going to be a pitch to the left. There's a penalty. Oh, my God. They can just throw a flag on the Lions? The crowd's going nuts right now because they actually threw one on the Lions. That's crazy. And it's a false start when it matters the least in the game. They finally throw a flag on the Lions. Here we go. 1st and 15 from the 41-yard line. This going to be handoff. Jahmyr Gibbs makes a cut back from the left to the middle. Gets up for 5, 6, 7 yards, something of the sort. Makes something out of nothing. Oh, yeah, I forgot there was a 5-yard penalty, so it's going to be 2nd and 9 here. And they're just going to keep winding time away. By the time they snap this, it's going to be less than 9.5 minutes to go. Jared Goff in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers on the field. Dropping back, gets the ball out quickly to Amon-Ra St. Brown for about 6 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and 3, very manageable 3rd down that we're just giving up. "17 quarterback pressures today for the Colts defense. Crazy number. 3rd and 2 here for the Lions. Coming out in shotgun. This is going to be a handoff up the middle. And they are able to push them forward. Unbelievable. 8.5 to go. Clock winding down. And reality setting in. Under center is Jared Goff here. Laporta goes from fullback to tight end. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Jared Goff passing on this play. Gets the ball out downfield, and this one not even close. With pressure at Jared Goff's feet, doesn't even get close to the receiver on that one. Here goes 2nd and 10. Handoff here. Get him in the backfield, please. Thank you. DeForest Buckner getting pressure in the backfield. Gets his hands on him. Jahmyr Gibbs almost gets away. And Nick Cross right there to make sure he doesn't get away. It's going to be a good loss there. I mean, at this point, you know they're just running the ball, trying to run the clock out. Just being able to stop him is the thing. Time of possession this half, 15 minutes for the Lions, 6 minutes for the Colts. Third and 14, clock is stopped for some reason. Don't know what that was about. But clock now running, 3rd and 14, coming up on 7 minutes to go in this game. Jahmyr Gibbs brought back into the backfield. 3 wide receivers and a tight end on the field. Jared Goff dropping back. Jared Goff looking. Jared Goff checks it down to Laporta. Laporta gets up to about the 39-yard line, but it is going to be a 4th down here for the Lions. 4th and 5. Going for 56-yard field goals, Jake Bates for the Lions. Kick is up. Kick down the middle, and it is good. 24-6. Officially makes this a 3-score game and basically unreachable with 6:21 to go. Kickoff away. This is going to be a touchback. Here we go. Shotgun. 1st and 10 from the 30. Josh Downs is on the field right now. Getting the ball out. This one, he pulls it. I thought he was throwing it. He pulled it, slides as he picks up 3 yards here. Coming up on 6 minutes to go. Running the hurry-up offense, of course. Dropping back. Throwing the ball downfield, wide open, Pittman. Pittman gets the ball at the 45-yard line, and they're throwing a flag. Holy cow, they threw another flag on the Lions. Again, it's far too late, and it doesn't matter. But holy cow, they threw another flag on the Lions. How about that? Yeah, it probably wasn't a flag, honestly. I don't know why they did that. Yeah, they're going to pick that up. Oh, no, they are calling it. Oh, because he lowered his helmet. And he made helmet-to-helmet contact with Pitt. That's what they're calling. So now we're at the 30-yard line, opposite side of the field, coming out in shotgun. Same personnel we were using before. Down the field, Josh Downs to the end zone. Oh, he tried to dive for it and couldn't quite get it. Anthony tried to make an incredible throw, and it was, just barely too far out. They're showing it, just 6 inches or so too far in front of Josh Downs trying to dive. That was almost an insane play. Now, obviously, excuse me. Now, obviously, it was a miss, so it doesn't count for anything that it was close, but that would have been sweet. Here we are, 2nd and 10, empty set now. Dropping back is Anthony. He's on the move. Rush is coming, gets the ball out, just throws this one away. Make sure he doesn't take contact. Good decision there. There's now 5:29 to go here in this fourth quarter as the clock has stopped. Third and 10. Even if it's garbage time, even if they let it, just convert it, man. Please, just convert it. Let's go score a touchdown. Just convert it and go score a touchdown. Let it be all passing yards. Let's let Anthony Richardson's stats look a little better because he hasn't gotten help today. Anthony, this one going to be him taking it on the ground. Why are we running with Anthony right now? Takes it up, only gets about 3 yards. Going to set up 4th down and 6. They call it 4 yards. First 3 drives, we had 146 total yards. Since that point, we have 119. Crazy. 4th and 6, under 5 minutes to go. Offense on the field at the 27-yard line. Come from the shotgun. Passes away. Pittman catches it, but he's 5 yards shy of a first down. Lions take over on downs. All right. .442 to go here in this fourth quarter. Jared Goff, 25 for 35, 253. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Jared Goff from under center, handing the ball off here on first down. This one getting pushed up for 3 or 4 yards, depending on where they decide to mark this one. Second and 7 here for the Lions. Just went under 4 minutes. Getting a flag here. False start on the offense. Of course, as this game is over and all the Colts fans have left, first and 10 for Lions. Don't even know how that happened. But first and 10. Handoff here. I mean, the runs that they're running, Jahmyr Gibbs making people miss, getting across the 50. Like, if it wasn't against my favorite team, this would be incredible to watch. You know, I've become a bit of a Lions fan over time. But, dude. Gibbs, another handoff. This one goes for 4 or 5. This one going to go to a 2-minute warning. This one pretty much over. I got to use the restroom. Get myself ready for the post game. I'm not going to wait for this one. We're just going to get it done. And I'm going to move on with my day. Got a lot of thoughts. We're going to talk about it. I appreciate you guys all for coming and hanging out here. Rough day, man. Was hoping to put up a better performance against the best team in the league, but they look like the best team in the league. We look like we have zero business being mentioned in the same sentence as a team like the Lions. So some things we got to go back and look at. Some things we obviously got to get better with. We'll look at it all, man. Plenty to talk about. Plenty to talk about. So, again, I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Appreciate you coming to hang out. Hopefully next week we can go up to Foxborough and get a W, man. We play plenty of teams here on the rest of the way that we should be able to beat. Even with not playing our best football, we should be able to beat these teams. So, I don't know. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Again, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Let's go have a great day of football. Stop by here in just a little while. And we'll have the post-game show. Make sure I have notifications on so you know when that's coming out. I'll talk to you guys here in a little.